Alrighty, welcome back to my channel, and as promised today, I will show you guys the Altoids 10 survival kit video. So let's get started. Alright, well, as you can see before you is all the contents laid out for the kit that I'm going to be using. Everything you see laid out before you is what's going to be used in this video. I'm not going to have any belt knives with me, no backpacks, no survival kits of any kind, no H2O kits. I'm not even going to have a pocket knife with me. I usually carry an SAK in my pocket, but today I won't be having that kit, or that knife I mean, because I'm strictly using what's in this kit. Now before we get started, I want to take some of this stuff and I want to construct a survival necklace. I also want to put a few things in my pocket just in case if I lose the tin itself, I still have some stuff on me. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this hank of bank line here and I'm going to make a survival necklace. I'm going to put my flashlight on here, just like that. And I'm going to put my knife on here, just like this. That way I have my blade on me and I have my and I have some illumination on me just in case. Now, yes, this knife is sharp, but I am wearing proper clothing, so therefore this will be on the outside of my clothing, so therefore it won't cut me. So we got a little survival necklace made. The lighter with the extra ranger band is going to go in my pockets, so that way in case if I lose my other combustion devices in here, I still have a way to make fire. Plus it also has a ranger band on it, so that way I have tinder with me too. Everything else you see is going to go back into the kit, and once I get to my campsite, we'll go ahead and we'll show you how to use some of this stuff. So stand by for that. All right, here we are back at camp, and we've got a bit of an issue. Remember our condom from before when I was collecting water? Well, unfortunately, and it just happens. But luckily, the area that I'm operating in today, they have scrapped water bottles that I found that I can use to treat water with. I still have my water sterilization tablets with me. They're in my pocket somewhere. Yep. And so we're gonna go down to the creek now. We're gonna get some water, and condoms are a good way of holding water, but they are very brittle. You're only gonna get about maybe one, possibly two uses out of them. So unfortunately we lost our water container, but I was able to find a scrap water bottle to hold water in. So we're gonna head down to the creek now, and the next priority we're gonna get is some water. So stand by for that. Now we just wait 30 minutes and we'll have clean water. All right, so we got our water disinfecting here. We're gonna wait about 30 minutes and we should be good to drink. All right, so our next priority we're gonna focus on now is fire. And I think what I'm gonna do for fire is I'm gonna use some strike anywhere matches on this one, and one of my fire cube. On the back of my kit, I have a match striker that I duct tape onto the back of it. I got this idea from Blade HQ when they built their Altoids 10 survival kit for Tim and Everyday Tactical. They took a match strike and they duct taped it on the back of the tins. That way you have a striking surface. So shout out to Blade HQ and Tim from Everyday Tactical. So thanks to you. This idea was inspired by you guys. So thanks for that. All right, let's get the fire going. well, we got fire now, and unfortunately some of the tinder out here is still a little bit wet, so I did have to use the Ranger band that I had on my lighter as an extra source of fuel to help get the fire going. I still have my second Ranger band that held my kit together in case I need that for a reason. I also have super glue and medical Vaseline inside my kit too to help with the fire if I need that. So so far we focused on fire, we focused on water, and now I want to show you guys a trick on how to land navigate if you don't have a compass, because in my kit I don't have one of those little button compasses with me. I'm going to show you how to turn your sewing needle into a makeshift compass out here in the field, so stand by for that. All right, for this next shot, I had to take off my hat so that way I could expose my hair. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take this needle and I'm gonna rub it up against my head like this. And what this will do is this will magnetize the needle to where it'll automatically point north once I set it on my leaf and put it in the water. So I'm gonna do this for a few minutes, kind of let it just get that needle nice and magnetized. And then we'll come back and I'll show you how the needle will automatically point to the northern hemisphere once it's magnetized. So. All right, I think we're good now. So we'll go ahead and we'll put this on our leaf and I'll show you that. All right, so here we are at the lake and I'm going to show you, I'm gonna put the leaf in the water. Hopefully it doesn't sink on us. We're good, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and move the needle out so you guys can see it on camera. There we go. Point the camera down a little bit so you guys can see. I'm gonna put the needle on top of the leaf. And it should, as you can see, she's starting to turn very slowly, but she is turning. And there, as you can see, she is starting to turn. And what that's doing is now it's pointing. And if we've done this right, it should point to north. I actually have the camera pointed to the north, so that way we're doing this accuracy. I don't have an actual compass out here with me, so that's why I'm making a compass. And as you can see, she's pointing to the north. Okay. Yes, she is facing north, and that way is actually north. My camera is pointed to the north, so that way we can be as accurate as possible. So yeah, if you don't have an actual compass with you, or you don't have a little button compass with you in an Altoids 10 survival kit, you can make a compass using a sewing needle. So pretty cool technique on how to make a compass in the fields. Alrighty, so let's check on our water, see how she's doing. It's been about 30 minutes now, and to me, even though it looks kind of a funky color, it looks pretty clean in there. I don't see any bacteria floating around. So let's see how it tastes. Yep, it's pretty clean. It does got a weird taste to it. That's because we used water sterilization tablets, so kind of gives the water a little like a chlorine type flavor. But all in all, it worked. And earlier today, I did have a condom that I was using to hold my water in, but unfortunately, we saw that it broke. Condoms are really brittle, but luckily, when you're out in the woods or you're out in like park recreational areas, you'll find scrap water bottles where people have been, and you can use those, and you can recycle those, and you can use those for water containers. So like I said, condoms are a good way to hold water, but they are very brittle. So instead of using it, so instead of having my condom with me, I decided to go ahead and just find this bottle, and I went ahead and just used that for my water. Plus also it's a lot more sturdier, and I can, even though you can hold up to a liter of water inside a condom, they are very brittle, so you have to be very careful. So just an extra backup of a scrap water bottle that I found out here after my condom broke. So all in all, that is one way you can hold and disinfect water. All right, this area that I'm in now, I'm actually hunting for some food. Now, in the area that I'm in right now, there are really no fish in this area, but there are plenty of frogs, so we're going to attempt to go after some frogs. So I found me a long shaft pole on the ground. I'm going to take my neck knife, and I'm going to make a makeshift spear out of that with some paracord that I have in my pocket. I took this out of my kit when I was back at camps to have it ready, so I'm going to undo some of this paracord, and I'm going to do a whipping around the knife that I have around my neck, and I'm going to make a quick spear out of that. So stand by for that. Alrighty guys, well I've been out here hunting for almost an hour now, trying to find some frogs or some small fish along the bank, or even a snake of some sort. But I haven't had any luck, and I had a few on my knife, and they just kept falling off. A lot of the frogs in this area and the fish are really small. I mean, they are edible, but this time of day they like to hide a lot. And normally along the coast when I'm around here, or the bank line, I mean, there's usually some small snakes that are laying around or hiding under rocks or out getting sun, and I'm usually pretty successful about getting those. But it just goes to show that you can turn small tools like this into makeshift hunting tools, like for a spear, or if I didn't want to use my knife, I could actually turn this into a frog gig, which I know how to do by splitting 4 ends and then running 2 toggles in to hold the forks out, of course, and then of course sharpening the ends so that way they're sharp to pin the frogs down, or the fish, or whatever it is I'm hunting in the water. So that just goes to show that that if you need to, that you can use your tin, you can use your skills or your tools to help you make makeshift tools out here. And everything you've seen in this video has been what's in my kit. I've used nothing outside of here. So I'm actually going to go ahead and move on down. I'm going to put everything back in my kit, and then we're going to go on down the trail, and I think we're going to go ahead and wrap this video up. So we'll go ahead and we'll pack up our kit, and then we'll hike out. Alrighty, well, I'm hiking out of the bush now, heading back to civilization now. Just came out here today to do a quick demonstration on what you could do if all you had with you is a little pocket Altoids 10 survival kit. And I had a blast making this video, and hopefully you guys learned something from my channel. Make sure to leave me a like for my video. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. Leave me a comment in the comment section. I always appreciate your feedback, and I'll be back with another video as soon as I can. Thanks for watching.